Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. Today we're going to go do the Dark Arisen part, as I was reminded by the obnoxious little pop-up there, telling me, hey, listen, you have a new thing to do. Yes, I am equating that little pop-up with Navi. So we're going to do this. I think we actually have to be here at night, don't we? Son of a gun, we're not going to do this. Well, that just torpedoed that whole plan.
Many boats, just as you'd expect for fishing.
Leave.
A fine spot to fish, no doubt.
Yeah, they have like some cash on them. Thought. Oh, those are awful. I thought one of them had like an actual thing on it. Oh, that was a large coin pouch. That's pretty cool. It might be later that like one of these boats gets a medal from under a different sky. That's a whole other can of worms that I haven't even opened yet. Blast, that's something. Oil. So that's like the Viking funeral boat right there. All right, let's go rest until night and then do that again. Let's just start over. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Like a minute into this video, off to a great start.
How's it?
Hello, make it nighttime, please.
Many, and yet, what can I do? You seem tired, cousin. So be it.
This is the worst part about resting at inns, is when you have to wait to get a response from the servers. Sometimes it can take a really long time. Usually not, though. So we're fine. I also need to go tweak my pawn's inclination, because I believe the dude who shows up, or the dude who has the potions for sale, I mentioned those before when I was creating my pawn, I believe he's available, like he's shown up in the encampment now that we killed the Hydra. I think that's the trigger for it. So we should go do that also, because then I can make Case actually a bit more useful. I almost called him Cage, and I don't know why. Rage Cage.
You can see me? Then you are one known to the dragon, found within the eternal realm. I have dire need of the Arisen's strength. You have my eternal thanks. You speak now to a shadow of sorts. My flesh resides elsewhere. I would take you there now, if it please you.
I've heard Bitterblack Isle here described as this game trying to mimic Dark Souls by just giving you a lot of really difficult enemies.
Is that the fate you've chosen of your own will?
In like a really dark, macabre area. Cutscenes.
You are Arisen.
I don't disagree with the Dark Souls statement. But the game is not
on Bitterblack
Dark
Isle,
Souls.
Far as sea from the cove we departed. I would ask you to explore its depths.
I do agree, though, that I think there were so many more interesting things they could have done instead of this.
Somehow sad.
Yep. Door. And an engraved monument thing. Yay!
What meaning do you suppose those stones hold?
Were it possible, I would not send you off with so meager an explanation. But I fear I myself do not know it better. My past, my aims in coming here, all of it is lost, as in a fog. All I know is that I, like you, was called here, and am bound to stay. I sensed you in the distance, and called to you for help. I knew somehow, as by instinct, that you could grant the wish of the one who dwells below. Just as I know my role here is to aid you in that pursuit.
Yep, so welcome to a lot of things that don't make sense if you haven't played the game before.
Is long and hard.
I am versed in the purification of cursed artifacts. Should you in your travels find such ensorcelled objects, pray, bring them to me. The procedure requires but a few rift crystals, and it is a service I would gladly tender. I shall aid you however I can.
So,
for therein
purifying
lies my
artifacts is
own
how we
path
get the
forward.
good gear. Kind of, occasionally. It's random as to what you get. Kind of, but not really also.
If there is aught I can do...
Can we actually purchase vocations now? Could. I'm gonna stick with the vocations like that I am. Vocations that I am.
If there is
I'm
aught I can do...
Case
say
and I
it.
are going to stay. Let's just see if we have skills for sale. So, broad slash. I actually really like that ability. Although I should be saving up for augments instead. More health. Yeah, more health is good. As for Case, do you have augments? You do. Increase your magic when you're about to die. That's, yeah. Cause your curative magic to last longer. That's really good for a support healing mage. Reduces cumulative damage when you are debilitated by the 5 archmages. So when you are lit on fire, it reduces the burn damage that you'll take. I think that's how that works. The cheap ones, this one for being almost dead, and this... Come on, controller. Work with me here. This one. Those two are, I don't think, terribly useful. Especially considering you have a limited number of augment slots, so I would much rather have, like... I kind of do want to min-max my augments, even though I'm not going to do that for, like, everything, my gear and everything for the rest of the game, but you have a very limited number of them, and augments are very, 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 very useful if you pick the right ones. So, that being said, Beatitude seems like a good idea for now. But before I buy that, it might also... Oh my gosh, controller. Come on. Might also be good just to have more of these abilities. So Blearing will blind any enemies that walk into that area, and Silentium will silence any enemies that walk into that area. That area being whatever the thing is that it plops on the ground, just like the curing spells and a bunch of the other spells. Not bad things for a support pawn. I don't know how effective it's actually going to be, but I think we're going to roll with it here. So I'm going to unequip Ice Boon because, as I mentioned in the previous video, Sauron has that and keeps casting it. So, yeah. So we'll do this. So you now have an actual support ability. You still don't have
If
any
there is
augments.
aught I can do...
Can you learn... You can learn those bad ones. I want you to learn one of those. No.
If there is aught I can do...
We'll
I
save
shall
your points.
pray.
That'll be fine. Oh, I didn't do anything for myself.
My hope is... I shall aid you however I can.
Oh,
For
I did. I
therein lies
didn't.
my own
I didn't
path.
equip
If
it
there
though.
is aught
That's
I can do...
meant to do. There we go. Vigilance. Yay!
If
I have
there is-
100 more
I shall
HP,
pray.
which is good. I haven't decided let's just start over. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't decided what I'm going to do in the long term regarding Bitterblack Isle.
An epitaph, perhaps.
It's got some interesting bits to it, but there's also a fair bit here that I just don't like about it. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm really going to go through this again. I went through it in my original Let's Play of this game, and I went through it blind, so everything was just brand new to me. And I don't know. I didn't do a lot of things. I didn't kill, like, the Grim Reaper or some of the other things that you can do here, but I didn't see much need beyond doing it for the sake of doing it. And I don't know, that didn't... this area didn't grab me. like I felt maybe it should. Do we have any way of getting out of here? We do. Do we? No? I might be regretting my decision to jump down here. I didn't even know you could get down here. This was a thing that I just kind of saw and ran with. This is excellent. We don't have like a port crystal or anything either, so we really... Huh. Can we climb up here? Yes. Okay, there we go. Phew, I was getting a little worried there. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do about Bitterblack Isle in the long run. For now, though, we're going to just go explore the first little area a bit. This place is huge. This is a massive dungeon, and there's all sorts of crap in here. And all the little bits and bobs, the things that like I'm picking up now, most of the things I'm picking up now at least, they all respawn after a couple of days. And like all the treasure chests will be available to open again also. And as you imagine, the further down you go, the better a lot of the stuff gets.
Heed these words, all who enter this place. Do not think. Just set one foot in front of the other, and by the Maker's love, keep swinging.
Yeah, I'd kind of forgotten about the talking corpses too. They are a thing.
What's this?
Yay, spiders! And they're all over the place in here. I'm not actually going to go through this room. We're going to go back out here. So there's tons of, like, unique enemies in here, or enemies that are only found in here. They're really, really strong, too, so...
Fire works well!
Probably got our work cut out for us here.
The moonlight lends this place an otherworldly feel.
It also has really cool battle music, I will give it that. Oh, and these are all toxic wolves, too. They're awful.
Tis fast! Be wary, Arisen! None may touch the Arisen!
And the poison, which I don't like. Oh, we're all poisoned. Yeah, we probably shouldn't be in here at such a low level. Let's not die. How about that? Can we make anything better? No, it doesn't matter. Okay. This should cure poison. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to eat a couple of potent green marshes. I don't like doing that because we don't have very many of those. We'll eat a bunch of nuts. Just like freeze time and have a little snack. Have some trail mix. Okay, so it looks like they are blinded. That's actually kind of cool. Oh, and we've got another ghost corpse thing talking to us. Don't listen to everybody else. They're all liars. Oh my gosh. Well, there's a chance that we might end up dying here. Let's not let that happen. I want to save that wine though. That wine is so good. Harspud, milks, juice, sauce, those things, those are all really good too. We'll go with 2 more potent green marshes, and I will eat a mushroom for stamina recovery. Oh my gosh. I want them to stop mauling me like that. That's obnoxious. Alright, December, welcome back. It might be worth investing in an actual second melee character.
I'm coming to help!
Because this is a little ridiculous. And we'll... Mithridite... Mithridite's heavier, so we'll start using that. Yeah, okay, well, this is probably going to be about as far into here as we go. What I should hope will be obvious reasons. Alright.
It's weak to fire!
So it is weak to fire, but you're not going to give me a fire buff because you're a jerk. Oh my gosh! Don't let me die. Not again.
Take care, you on poison.
Fire works well!
Grab some of these items while we can. Is this thing not dead yet?
It's weak to fire!
Yes. I know that it's weak to fire. You apparently seem to be learning that every time you attack the dumb thing. Because you are unwilling to put fire on my weapons, which is what I want you to do. So we do need to really go back and adjust Case's inclinations, because this is a little bit irritating. It's fine when we're just out in the world doing whatever, but when we're in like actual serious time, difficult battles, that's when I need his inclination to actually be used.
I'll heal your wounds.
So as you might have figured out by now, these places are lengthy, each of these little dungeon areas, and they have several layers to them. Beyond just the fact that the dungeon itself has layers and gets harder and you get different things, but like you saw when I looked over the edge just a moment ago that there's a room down below us. And there's all sorts of stuff to find here. Ooh, stone moss poultice, that's pretty good.
Leave this place. You've still the time to turn back. Still the time to live.
It seems this place is host only to those with some tie to the worm. 'Tis a tangled knot of paths inside. Best we prepared well.
Oh, that's going to be difficult.
Hobgoblin. 'Tis a
Nope,
formidable
no
foe.
hobgoblins, please. Everybody, do not fight hobgoblins. If I were a mage, and I had purchased the right abilities, and or if I were a like a strider, like December there, and I could double jump, which again would require buying the right abilities, we'd be able to platform around to get to the other ledges around this place, because they ring. You can see there's like another balcony over there, and might be something over there. Like we could platform around a little bit and find some stuff. And I've done a lot of that, and I'm not going to do that right now because I can't. I'm a sad, pathetic warrior, and I don't have that. Can't do that. Does not work for me. We can drop down here to where the spiders were, though, and maybe loot this area. So spiders are easy. They have so little HP. They die in one hit. Pretty much no matter what. I think actually no matter what. But they can be difficult to see, and they spit poison. And that's like the actual danger of spiders. Same with the snakes that jump at you like that we saw. We've seen a couple times now in this game. They're not dangerous in and of themselves. They just poison you, which is a problem. Hey, we found a thingy! So that's a cursed thing that we can take back to her, and she said she'd purify it. That's what that is. We found one. We have one. Any more chests or anything interesting in here? No, I think we're good. I'm going to explore in this direction a little bit. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I don't want to fight those hobgoblins. Hobgoblins are just nastier goblins, but I don't feel prepared for fighting them. Looking back here, there are tons of hidden treasure chests in here, and certain treasure chests have good odds or guaranteed chances of containing like the cursed novelties or cursed weapons and things. And there's some really, really, really good gear you can get in here. But it's all It's difficult to find, like, the cursed items themselves. The good ones are really difficult to obtain. They're rare, and they're also pretty difficult to obtain. They're pretty far down in the dungeon. And then the second point is when you decursify them, it's random as to what they will actually become, like what the cursed thing actually is. Alright, well, this is going to conclude our little foray into Bitterblack Isle. This is just kind of think of this as kind of a fun little aside of me almost dying like six or seven times over. I'm also fighting off the hiccups here.
An epitaph, perhaps.
Oh, and there's also these. These are all just killing things specific to Bitterblack Isle. They give a bunch of gold, a bunch of experience, and they give other Bitterblack Isle things. These quests can only be done here. So we will purify a cursed item and get 12,000 experience and wizarding gloves. That seems really easy. Further upgrade a weapon that has been strengthened in Wormfire. That has not happened for a long time.
My hope is that I shall...
but we will purify the novelty. So it's going to cost 300 Rift Crystals. Rift Crystals are obtained. You saw me get some from chest things down in the thing. You can also get them, like enemies have a chance of dropping those Rift Crystal things, and you find them in chests pretty frequently here in Bitterblack Isle. Out in the rest of the game, enemies can occasionally drop Rift Crystals. You also get a good chunk whenever somebody uses your pawn, and the more they do with your pawn, the more time they spend with it, the more your pawn learns, the better things go, then the more Rift Crystals your pawn will bring back. That is how I went from having like 8 Rift Crystals to having 7,000 Rift Crystals when Case came back and was like, hey, look at all the stuff that I learned. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, so 300 Rift Crystals, that is nothing. And the cursed novelty level 1 thing that we just found was a Jewel of Summoning, which is actually not that big of a deal. We can just use it and it will cast the Necromancy Summon Skeleton ability, which is not great. It's decent, I guess. It's not spectacular.
I shall aid you how pray. Take...
But it was a thing, and so we finished the thing, and so we just got a crap ton of experience in cash. And I'm okay with that.
My hope... I shall aid you however I can.
She doesn't have any, like,
Therein
actual
lies my-
abilities.
If
We
there is
have
aught
more discipline? We do. Controller. Stop. I like hindsight slash. You jump backwards, like you dodge backwards, and then you jump forward with a slash attack. It's kind of cool, and if you do evade an attack with that, then the attack itself is a bit stronger. So, kind of cool. Flesh Skewer is good, too. I might get that. I don't know. These might actually be good. Dire Onslaught just increases our combo. Or gives us a new combo. Fall Control's pretty good. Or Controlled Fall. We'll go with that. That's a core skill, that'll be decent. And I don't need to do anything because those are automatically set when they're learned. Okay. Oh, and I need to have her take Spectacasters. I'm going to do that. We can also just rest
Has she
here for
always
free.
lived here?
So that's a thing. Oh, I was like, where did December go? Did December die? We will actually rest then. Should give us back all of our HP. And let us access the server. I'm going to go back to Cassardus. I'm ending the video here. You don't need to see me. I'm actually probably going to jump straight out to the encampment, and then next time I think we'll just head off and do Mercedes's quest to deliver the Hydra
My
head,
hope I shall
to the
aid you
dude.
however I can.
the one that we
For
severed.
therein lies my
So,
own path.
we'll be doing that next time.
I
Thank you
will
for joining
take
me.
you there
May the
now,
grace of the
that is
Twilight
what you
Dragon be with
desire.
you.